Hello and welcome to infosix.net. My name is Saikat and today we're going to discuss about Reliance Jio 4G. So Reliance Jio has just launched in market and it has not been there, and only before 1 or 2 months ago employee referral was the only way to get Reliance Jio connection, but nowadays people also can get the Reliance Jio from the distributor in their cities. So we'll try to know about the technological fact about Reliance, sorry, about 2G, 3G and 4G, how they work, and then we'll see whether the phone is worth buying or not. So let's see the contents. So first we'll try to know what is 3G, then what is 4G, next what is LTE and the speed of LTE, then whether will whether the phone is worth buying or not. Okay, so here it comes 3G. When 3G network started rolling out, they replaced the 2G system, a network protocol that only allowed the most basis of what we would now call smartphone functionality. Most 2G networks handled phone calls, basic text messaging, and small amounts of data over a protocol called MMS. With the introduction of 3G connectivity, a number of larger data formats become much more accessible, including standard HTML pages, videos, and music. The speeds were still pretty slow and mostly required pages and data specifically formatted for this slower wireless connection. By 2G standards, the new protocol was speedy but still didn't come anywhere close to replacing a home broadband connection. Next, 4G. The ITUR set standards for 4G connectivity in March of 2008, requiring all services described as 4G to adhere to a set of speed and connection standards. For mobile use, including smartphones and tablets, connection speed need to have a peak of at least 100 megabytes per speed, and for more stationary uses such as mobile hotspot, at least 1 gigabyte per second. When these standards were announced, the speeds were unheard of in the practical world because they were intended as a target for technology developers, a point in the future that marked a significant jump over the current technology. Over time, the systems and powers this network have caught up, not just in the sense that new broadcasting methods have found their way into products, but the previously established 3G networks have been improved to the point that they can be classified as 4G. So now what is LTE? Because nowadays we are hearing about LTE network, Reliance 4G Jio LTE networks. So LTE stands for long-term evolution. It's nothing but a marketing gimmick by the telecom companies. So LT stands for long-term evolution and is as much as technology as it's the path followed to achieve 4G speeds. As it stands, most of the time when your phone displays the 4G symbol in the upper right corner, it doesn't really mean it. When the ITU-R set the minimum speed of 4G, they were a bit unreachable despite the amount of money tech manufacturers put into achieving them. In response, the regulatory body deciding that LT, the name given to the technology used to pursuit of those standards, could be labeled as 4G if it provided a substantial improvement over the 3G technology. Immediately, networking companies began advertising their connection as 4G LTE, a marketing technique that allows them to claim next generation connectivity without having to reach the actual claiming they had landed on the moon because they got pretty close and space. Okay, so it's not entirely quicker though, despite inconsistent speeds depending on location and network. The difference between 3G and 4G is immediately not visible, but 4G networks are much faster than 3G. But though 4G packs or 4G data packs are quite high in India, now we will see the speed of 4G network. So the real question is, can you feel a difference between 4G and LTE network? Is the speed of loading a page or downloading an app on your handheld a lot faster if you have LTE technology built in? Probably not. While the difference between slower 3G networks and new 4G or LTE networks is certainly noticeable faster. Most of the 4G and true 4G networks have upload and download speed that are almost identical for now. For now, LTE is the fastest connection available for wireless networks. But creating 4G connectivity requires two components: a network that can support the necessary speed and a device that is able to connect to that network and download information at high speed. Just because a phone has 4G LTE connectivity inside doesn't mean you can get the speed you want. In the same way that buying a car that can drive 200 mile per hour doesn't mean you can go that fast on a 55 mile per hour freeway. Before carriers were able to truly offer LTE speeds in major areas, they were selling phones that had the capabilities they would need to reach the desired speed, and afterwards started rolling out the services on a limited scale. Now that LTE service is fairly widespread, that isn't as much of a problem. But if you don't live in a major metropolitan area, it's worth checking to make sure you actually need LTE services where you live and work. With the rise in popularity, it's uncommon for a provider to charge less if you are not utilizing the LTE speeds on a regular basis. But you can save money by picking up an older generation smartphone with only 3G or 4G connectivity. So the question centers around the debate is that is it worth buying a new 4G handset or a new 4G connection, specifically Reliance Jio connection. So I have bought a Reliance smartphone, LOL smartphone, and Reliance Jio connection. Now I will show you. Yes, now I will show you about the phone features and whether it's worth buying or not. So I have bought this smartphone Reliance Digital LOI Frame 2, and it cost around 4800 including the SIM. I bought it from Haldia, West Bengal. So you can see the battery capacity is 1500 milliampere, and 4G networks it drained battery a lot. So if you uh, if you use the hotspot in your phone, it will last for only 2 hours, and if you don't use internet, it will last about 3 to 4 hours. So the battery life is really terrible, and the camera is somewhat okay, and it uses MediaTek processor, so little bit slow. So if you are going to use your phone, use your smartphone as a gaming machine, or you want to play lots of game, then surely it doesn't suit your choice. It uses Android 5.1 Lollipop. So if you want to buy a Reliance Jio SIM, you have to buy the handset. So I would suggest that you buy a phone worth 4800 or 3999, because you cannot get all the features of a good smartphone in LOI. It's really terrible, but the main features or the main benefits of the Reliance 4G network is that you will get 3 months unlimited 4G connection plus unlimited call option in anywhere in India, in any network provider. So that's the only benefit of using Reliance Jio. So you can see the features here. Though they are saying that the battery life talk time is 7.5 hours, but it's totally false. I have used it last only for 2 hours, and for standby battery life it's not 190 hours, it only 7 hours. So guys, be prepared to face this type of challenge in your new smartphone. So you can see there are many ranges of smartphone available in Reliance store: LOI Frame 2, LOI Wine 4, and you can see all the features from bgr.in slash gadget slash mobile phone slash Reliance Digital. You can see all the phone, and if you don't want to buy a LOIF set, then please buy a set from amazon.com that support the bandwidth of the phone or the band of the operator. So how can you apply for Reliance Jio SIM? You have to go to jio.com, then you have to register your interest here by putting your first name, last name, email ID, phone number, and you have to select your city and your state. Then if you click submit button, you will receive one mail from Reliance. After that, you can go to your nearest store and buy a Reliance Jio smartphone and a Reliance Jio SIM. Now we're going to speed test Reliance Jio SIM in a rural area of Bengal. So Let's go to speed test app, and I have already tested few of the result. I would like to show you. Yes. So the maximum speed I got here in Bengal is 48.47 Mbps near Howrah railway station in West Bengal, and the upload speed was 9.57. But it differs from city to city. It differs from area to area. So let's test the Reliance Jio connection in my area. So as you can see, I have only one network here, one tower here in this symbol, in this network symbol. So I don't have a good connectivity here, but Reliance Jio has a really great advantage. Even if you have only one uh, tower symbol in your set, you can actually browse net in faster compared to 3G, and the the speed is quite good. You can watch YouTube video without buffering. So let's test how it works. So as you can see, I have only one symbol here, and we can actually test the downloads and upload speed using this speed test app. So here we can see, so it's just 1.79 mbps, and in city it would be around at least 10 to 12 mbps. And if you download any video using IDM, you can I got highest 4 mbps speed. So I have enough data, I have unlimited data, I can download anything I want. So guys, I would like to suggest you, if you want to download some tutorials videos from net, and you don't want to spend much your pocket money in 3G network or Vodafone, Airtel, all those network, then please go ahead and buy Reliance Jio set and use this smartphone as a hotspot device, and use laptop to download all the required tutorial or videos. And you can use as you can also use the smartphone to call any mobile or any landline in India for free. Thank you for watching. Bye.